In an age when empires measured power not in borders but in submission, one man inherited the weight of the largest dominion the world had ever seen. Xerxes I, born around 580 BCE, wasn't raised to conquer. He was raised to rule what was already vast beyond comprehension. The Persian Empire stretched from the Indus River to the Aegean Sea, a mosaic of peoples, gods, and armies held together by obedience and fear. Xerxes didn't create this empire, but he would risk everything to prove he was worthy of it. His rise was burdened by legacy. He was the son of Darius the Great, a king who had organized Persia into a machine of taxation, roads, and armies. But where Darius had failed was Greece. Rebellion there was unfinished business, and insult that lingered in the court. So Xerxes inherited not just a throne, but a wound. To simply rule was not enough. He had to dominate, so he prepared for war on a scale the world had never witnessed. Xerxes gathered forces from every corner of his empire: Persians, Medes, Egyptians, Phoenicians, and Babylonians. Ancient sources speak of numbers so vast they seemed unreal. An army that drank rivers dry. Bridges made of boats were thrown across the Hellespont. When storms destroyed them, Xerxes ordered the sea to be whipped and chained. This act wasn't just arrogance. It was a declaration that nature itself would obey him. In 480 BCE, the Persian host marched into Greece. At Thermopylae, the world watched a narrow mountain pass become the stuff of legend. A small Greek force, led by the Spartan king Leonidas, held back Xerxes' massive army for days. The Persians eventually broke through, but at a cost that stunned the empire. Victory didn't feel like triumph. It felt like resistance had teeth. Xerxes pressed on. Athens was taken and burned to the ground. The Acropolis fell, yet the war was turning. At the Battle of Salamis, the massive Persian fleet, too large and too confident, was lured into narrow waters. Lighter, more agile, Greek ships struck with deadly precision. Chaos followed, the sea filled with wreckage and screams. Xerxes watched from his golden throne on the shore as his navy collapsed. The invasion unraveled. Xerxes returned to Persia, leaving his generals behind to finish what he could not. They failed. Greece remained The image of the invincible king cracked, and with it, the illusion that an empire guaranteed victory. In his later years, Xerxes ruled in silence, consumed by court intrigue, paranoia, and the shadow of the battlefield that had defined his ambition. He was eventually assassinated not by foreign enemies, but from within his own palace. Xerxes did not lack power. He lacked restraint. He commanded the greatest empire on earth and proved that even the vastest force can break against those who refuse to kneel.